better insurance decisions for over 100 years. It's that time of year, Derek. Finally, the weather is starting to turn. People are outside again. They are gathering. We have graduation parties, birthdays, holidays coming up quickly here in the calendar. How do I know if my insurance is prepared for all of that activity that's about to start happening outside?
Yeah, that's a good question. You can either not do any of those activities, or you can do them but have insurance in place and feel a lot more confident letting them happen on your property.
What
Brian,
do you mean have insurance in place? Why would I mean, what, event insurance or weather? What do you mean? What are we talking about insurance here?
well, that's a great question. Typically, it's going to be lawsuit protection. Brian, as a nerdy, risk averse insurance agent, I would imagine that none of these have ever taken place or been on your property, but let's just go through a few lists of things that might result in someone getting hurt or, God forbid, killed on your property. And if that were to happen, there's going to be a lawsuit against you.
Okay,
How about a swing set?
check.
Okay. Have you ever rented a bounce house?
Of course, check.
What about a bounce house with water features?
Gotta have that. Yes, of course. Yep.
Okay, how about a homemade wooden bicycle ramp?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a new one. Yes, got it. Gotta
Okay, how
have it.
about one that was so intense that your wife made you carve it down a little bit because it was just something that was way over the top? Maybe a tiny bit too dangerous.
Maybe a touch. Yeah.
Okay, all
Okay.
right, basketball
Guilty.
hoop, kids playing three on
Of
three.
course we gotta pass. We gotta have it. Yep.
Okay, you ever had a
Yep.
fire in the backyard? Maybe a little fire pit?
Love to do that. Of course. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I like it. Served food at your
Very
property? Ever
incriminating.
served
Yeah.
any drinks?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're understanding. We get what's going on here, right? Whenever you have people on your property, whether you're entertaining or you're just having a lowly evening hanging out, if somebody were to get hurt on your property, in all likelihood here in Michigan, there's going to be a lawsuit against you. Medical expenses, lost income if they can't work, pain and suffering, emotional damage if they have permanent scarring. Those things can add up to very large dollar values in a lawsuit. People would be surprised what those types of injuries are worth from a dollar perspective if it
Wow.
goes to court.
So
Uh,
what could that be? Something like a kid falling off the swing set or getting hurt on the trampoline or
did you blank
crashing
out for the
on
first
my
3 minutes of this? I
bicycle
was
ramp?
listing like 30 of them. You want me to go for more? Okay, how about this
All
one? If
I
that
heard all
wasn't
I heard
enough,
was fun stuff. I heard fun stuff, good time, get the neighborhood kids together.
okay,
So
how about a
someone
big
gets hurt.
yellow lab? Can you say yes or no to that one?
Yes,
Yes.
got the
Okay,
big
boy,
yellow
this
lab.
this is a
Yep.
big list. Hopefully your insurance company isn't listing. But yeah, a dog, right? Your kids are about to turn, what is it, 7?
Yeah.
Okay, about to turn 7. Having a party tonight, right? One of them. And you've got a big yellow lab. He's very well behaved, but likes to play. And there's probably going to be some kids over there that have never been around dogs before. Maybe some of them like dogs, but don't have one at home. And they're going to go give him a big hug. Maybe they want to give him a ride, right? They're going to try to put the saddle on him and hold his ears. Well, if he doesn't really like that and he gets to his wits' end and happens to, nip one of those kids, that can result in a huge lawsuit against you because
Sure.
that child might live the rest of their life in fear of dogs. And that could be very, very challenging to go about just their normal life, especially in East Grand Rapids where you see them everywhere. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's another example for you. Should I keep going? Are people, you know,
I got it.
needing more reasons
Noted.
to be nervous going over to your house? No?
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a lot of reasons. What's the one word that is the solution? What do I
Liability.
need?
Well, typically it's going to be two to get technical on you, but you're going to see
Umbrella. You should
personal.
have an umbrella
Dang it.
policy.
Okay.
Yes,
All
that
right.
is
Okay.
liability
Yeah,
coverage
you teed me up for it. But you can't get
all
the
the way
umbrella
through.
without having the first step, which is the personal liability coverage on your homeowner's policy. It's going to
Yes,
be
which
something like
you're
a
going to
hundred
have.
thousand, 300,000, 500,000, maybe a
Yep.
million. That's not that much these days, right? Especially
No.
if some kid sustains a serious injury that's going to impact the rest of their life. That's not going to be enough. Umbrella is the second step. That's what sits over top of that existing amount on your homeowner's policy to provide additional lawsuit protection for something like that happening.
There you go. So for a couple $100 a year, you can have extra liability coverage so that when the neighborhood kids are over or you're throwing the birthday party, you've got the graduation party happening. If something goes wrong at your property, at least you're properly prepared for that potential liability exposure. Thank you, Derek, for walking us
Cool.
through that. And if you have
Yeah.
questions about your insurance, you need eyes on it, you want a new opinion, or if you just want to work with a new insurance agency that could give you a little bit better feel for what's happening in the insurance world and what happens here in Michigan, Boer Insurance Group would be happy to help.